guys, welcome to another Eurovoxx video. Hello Chris, how are you?
I'm good, Clara. How are you?
I'm very excited. We are about to get a winner for Lithuania, but we need to first figure out what's going on because the show is in Lithuanian, so there's some parts that are hard to follow. Like there were so many votes, like audience vote, public vote, jury vote. Something happened.
I think LOREEN won. Not won. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, so
Sebastian won.
Anyway.
Yes. We guess. I guess he won. He won. Look. Oh my God! It seems like they won. It seems like he won. I'm so happy.
Oh my gosh, they won.
Oh, this is amazing.
This is the one of the first national final artists that is one of my favorites, and they've won. I'm so happy.
This is amazing. You know, we started the night saying, we don't know. We like the Roop a lot, but we also like Sebastian.LT, like Sylvester.LT. So it's this one was such a hard one.
It was.
I'm really happy. Go take it away, Chris. Take it away.
I'm so happy. Like we said, I think it's been such a long time. This Lithuania national final has not just been a one-night thing. It's been 5 weeks or like lots and lots of semi-finals leading up to this grand final. Sylvester.LT was one of I think he was the first or second semi-final. Yeah, so he's had such a long time to wait. Oh my God, I'm feeling emotional. But he's had such a long time to wait, and he's like, I can only imagine his nerves coming into this final, and he smashed it and he's won. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so well deserved.
Definitely.
The top 3 were amazing, including the Roop, of course, who represented Lithuania in 2021. Their song was brilliant, and really, like, they made such a statement this year. But really happy to see someone new this year. And yeah, something different for Lithuania. Lithuania has never sent anything like this to Eurovision, so it's a completely new route for them, which is super exciting.
Yeah, so, I remember seeing Sebastian. I keep saying Sebastian. It's Sylvester. I know it's Sylvester.
We know who we mean.
Look though. I remember seeing him for the first time, and I wasn't paying much attention. But then he came on stage in that semi-final, and I was immediately drawn because I didn't expect much from the sort of video they put introducing the artist. That really didn't caught my attention. But when I saw him on stage, like his whole charisma had changed, and then like this whole atmospheric, very modern act number, and his voice is so pleasant. It's very steady, it's very smooth, and he really doesn't miss any. He's never out of key. I haven't heard him out of key.
Exactly. I think with when it comes to like dance songs in Eurovision, we can get the radio versions before we get a live stage version, and it sounds great, but often it gets to the live stage and it's kind of like an anticlimax. But straight away we heard LOREEN with Sylvester.LT singing live in that semi-final, and he sounded great, and I feel like he's only elevated that towards this final. And yeah, to think that it's the only way is up for Sylvester.LT with this song, and it's just like we just said before we even went live, we were like, this is going to be a big one in the Euro clubs, and he is in semi-final 1. And I'm going to semi-final 1, so I can't wait to see him there.
Nice. I can already picture everyone in Euro Club going, LOREEN, and then we won't be able to say the rest of the song. So it's like LOREEN, blah 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 blah.
But I think that's part of it, is that even though this song isn't in English, it doesn't matter. It's such a jam. It's a bop. I would love to know what the English lyrics mean, so that I think that's what I'll be doing now after this, is finding out, what
does LOREEN mean.
And yeah, I'm so happy for him. Such an amazing result. Like, yeah, completely.
Yeah, and now we have to talk about the Roop because I believe they must have come second.
They must have done 100%.
And what a way to come back, and it's like almost a third time because if we remember the first time on Fire, the show got cancelled, Eurovision got cancelled. It was still my favorite song from the three they've taken to Eurovision. Don't tell them. But yeah, it was such a way, it was very interesting to see them being themselves, but taking it like it's like their whole story, like the next chapter of the whole, all of the two songs that they've already taken to Eurovision. This is the third chapter, and it almost made it. It's second place. They got really far, and I love that they stripped it down to the basics.
Yeah, me too. It was a very, very like simple but effective message. Hence the song name, Simple Joy. But yeah, I really like the vibe of the song, and that's why I was kind of thinking that it was going to win, because it has such a wide message, not only in Lithuania but beyond as well. So even if that had won tonight, it would have definitely done well at Eurovision as well, for sure. But yeah, who knows? They might come back again in the future. Like I said, I'm sure they've got a lot in their wheelhouse in terms of making new music. So yeah, I'm sure they'll be back.
Yeah, and what moves? The thing, Vaidotas has really very great moves, and I loved how he was also referencing himself with those moves and referencing the Roop and discotheque. So that was a very interesting transition dance, like from discotheque to this kind of dancing style, which is the same but stripped down.
Yeah, I feel like with the Roop as well, he kind of like he just freestyles it on stage as well. So like whatever he's feeling, he just goes with it, and the audience feels like feeds off that. So yeah, again, they had to do like 2 performances tonight, not just one. So I feel like all of that top super 3, they just built on it. So yeah, no, he did super well tonight, and yeah, really hope to see him back again.
Yes, and let's talk about Shower, because that was a surprise for me that it came in the top 3. I was rooting. I thought it was going to be Kaboom,
Me too.
but yeah, because it was very visually engaging. It was like crazy, and everyone is sending some sort of crazy gimmicky song, at least to the national final, and it gets really far up in the results. So I thought it was going to be Kaboom, but I am happy it was Shower. What did you think of Shower, Chris?
Me too. I really liked Shower. I think it was quite similar to what the kind of vibe that Lithuania have sent in the past to Eurovision. So it was nice to see that is still current with today's contenders. But yeah, I think it was a nice surprise. But generally, all of the national final performances for Lithuania, they've really stepped it up a level this year. And it was a really strong competition. So yeah.
I really liked Shower. The performance during the national final before the top 3. That performance really captivated me. I was very engaged in the passion the singer was displaying, like the grasp and the growls, and there was so much emotion. And the keyboard player, he was so much focused in the song. It was very I believed the performance. It made me believe in the story that they were selling.
Yeah, me too. I think that it was a lot bigger arena as well in this final. So it was the kind of song that could really reach out towards the audience. And like you said, I think that there was a real soul in his voice. So yeah, it definitely deserves to be in the top 3 tonight.
Yes, but let's see what you guys are saying in the live chat, because I already see many comments. Good evening to all of you. Thank you for joining us. James McGrath, before we knew the results, he already said, Looktel or nothing. And he said, countries like Finland, Denmark, Czechia, Estonia. For there to be poorly picked songs from a bunch of great songs, that would would have gotten them closer to not being an NQ this year is disappointing and poor. But hey, look, tell. Vivi Gang or Looktel, but Vivi Gang would be the better choice. Imagine Vivi Gang in a Euro party. Well,
I'm sure it will be. I'm sure they'll still play it.
Breadmaster, Looktel won! James, oh, thanks God. Sarah Halloran is happy, and James says Eurovision has been saved. And it got the same number of votes as the second and the third place combined. Wow.
Interesting.
Vincent said, oh, Chris, too, when you were feeling emotional. So
I am.
Let's see what is. Oh, Sarah Halloran says Looktel means wait.
Okay.
Interesting. Bubble Pirate, who won, Looktel.
Sylvester Belt.
Yes. And Teddy Tete, giving me a bit of winner's vibe, to be honest.
I would love that.
Oh, yeah. And I think Lithuania hasn't won Eurovision yet. It's the only Baltic country that I think it hasn't won.
No, it hasn't. I think this is it. I like Lithuania again. It's one of those countries I would love to see win Eurovision. Whether this is their year, we'll have to see. But I think whatever happens, this is going to be a very, very high-rated and memorable song at this year's Eurovision. It's just that chorus. As soon as when the chorus starts, like when the song starts, sorry, it like he has such an amazing voice, and you're not quite sure what kind of song it is, and then that beat comes in, and you're like, okay, this is a dance spot. Like we're getting down, and it's kind of addictive, and before you know it, the song is over. And I think that's a really, really good sign. Is like the song goes so fast, but you just love every minute. And yeah, I just think it's just such a great choice for Lithuania this year. It really is. They've never sent anything like this, and I just think it's something new and fresh. So
I can see you're super excited and super happy with the choice.
Almost as happy as Harry was when Lanoya won.
And I like that we can all follow the choreography to look. It's just like it's a shoulder move that I can do.
Move and then a head turn.
You know how he reminds me physically to Machine Gun Kelly a little bit?
Yes, I can see that completely, 100%. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Marco Calistenia says, I'm sad from a mood, but now I'm so happy Lithuania saved Eurovision 2024. Kisses from Madrid. Besos to you. I think it's really interesting that already many people said that Eurovision has been saved. Eurovision 2024 has been saved with Looktel and Sylvester Belt. Okay, mnemotechnic rule. How I'm going to remember. A belt has like a silver thingy. That's how Sylvester Belt. That's how I'm gonna remember, and and not say Sebastian Belt. Let's see, Rex. Looktel as the only song that can compete against other big male singers this year. Ollie from UK, Musti from Belgium, and Dons from Latvia. But let's talk about Dons because he was in the he was performing. How did you see him tonight, Chris?
Oh my gosh, super happy he was performing tonight. And yeah, good promotion for him to be able to perform his song in Lithuania. And yeah, he was in a different outfit again than he was in the final of Latvia's Supernova. So yeah, I feel like similarly to Alika last year, this is going to be like a sleeper hit. I think that Dons is going to build himself up the ranks this year because although it is a ballad, it's a really, really impactful ballad. That yeah, I think it deserves to do really well this year's contest. So we will just have to see. But no, he had an amazing performance tonight. Really loved him being there. Yeah,
I love the blue color. It really made his eyes pop out because they're also blue, and I thought it was a good choice. And and I liked his stage presence. It's very it's the same stage, very similar stage presence. or it's the same as he's. Sorry, it's late at night. Let me start this thought again. I really liked watching him perform and his stage presence. It's very solid. His energy doesn't fluctuate from one performance to another. That is what I was trying to get. So he's a very solid performer, and his vocals were amazing. He's always on key, and I enjoyed him. I enjoyed seeing him there. It was very nice to see him, and I actually think that from the Baltic countries this year, Latvia and Lithuania have really big chances of qualifying, but not Estonia.
Yeah, that's another.
That's a different story.
But yeah, no, I have to agree. I think the Baltics are looking very, very strong this year overall. Like you said, we've got Sylvester Bell and we've got Dons, who immediately really, really impactful performances. And I think to me and you straight away, they're immediate qualifiers. When it comes to 5 Minutes in Estonia, they are very, very famous in Estonia.
And only in Estonia.
Yeah. I haven't necessarily caught on to that hype yet, but whether it will come, we will see. But yeah, it's something different. It's something different.
Yeah. Let's see. Jess says, I enjoyed the Roop's entry too. I don't think it's as strong as their 2020 and 2021 entries, but it's still good. Yeah, it was very pleasant to hear. It's a very radio-friendly melody, and I really like how it was performed on stage. I like the simple, stripped down, without the gimmicky elements or the over-the-top performance and choreography we've seen from the Roop before. So I think it felt more personal.
I love the music video as well. It was really personal, like you said. And yeah, really suited their vibe.
Connor Jones says Estonia is qualifying easily, babe. Let's see. Oh, this is you again, sorry. Brett Master said Estonia song is fantastic and will qualify. Okay, I need to catch onto Estonia because I've listened to it and I'm still not behind it.
Dance moves. I think that like they're famous. They've been famous for years in Estonia, and I think that the fact that they've come to SD Lal and they've won it, I think it's a big statement. So I'm sure that they will come through at Eurovision for sure.
Connor Jones says, "See how the crowd loved Luke Telk. That says it all." Yeah. Actually, when he performed fourth already, when the conductors, the TV presenters were introducing him, you could hear the whole crowd going crazy, like, whoa. Yeah. So that's always a really good indicator that the act has very big chances of winning and definitely has the audience support.
It does, yeah. I was just going to say as well, the song Look Telk went off in the semi-finals just with that small audience. And that song deserves to be in a big arena, which is why I'm so happy it's won. And so in semi-final one, it's going to get the crowd going. And I'll be honest, I really like the staging. I love the dancers. I love the choreography. But yeah, I just hope they make it bigger now because it deserves it.
Yeah, I think with clever camera angles, I wouldn't necessarily want to change how the structure of the performance, because it is very effective visually with like the back color drop and having all the dance crew around him. I like it very much. I think it's what Lithuania voted for, so it wouldn't make much sense to do something completely different and out of the box. But maybe they can make it feel bigger with the camera angles, or like maybe some more pirouettes of the dancers or something.
For sure.
Yeah. Dons was jacked though. I noticed, and I thought the same. But Chris, you did gymnastics for a very long time, so you must have a good sense of acrobatics and stage performance. What are your thoughts on those dance moves? Do you think maybe some stunts could improve the performance? Yeah.
Oh, thank you for mentioning that. No, like I said, I think it was like the fact that the dancers are so like rhythmic. They're not like all stagnant. It's all super like they kind of like fit in with the lyrics of the song. And then as soon as that beat comes in, they're like that. Oh, it's so good. But I have to say, we mentioned the UK before, and being from the UK myself, I definitely think this is one of the performances that could definitely contend with Ollie Alexander. And I think it's going to be the same kind of vibe as him as well. So I think it's going to be a real fierce competition between those two. Because right now I see this going straight to the final, Lithuania. So, yeah, I think we've got quite a few artists this year who are in that kind of vibe, shall I say? So, like male kind of singer, like quite elaborate, and with the dancers, and has a bop as well. So, yeah, we'll have to see who comes out on top, but it's going to be so interesting.
Definitely, and this comment. It's very right. Lithuania has stepped up their game, but they were missing a cat song.
That was the only thing.
Oh, désolé. I was devastated by not seeing a cat song in this semi-final. In this final,
not at least one of the cat songs didn't get through. But maybe next year.
Yes. Well, I think that's mostly all we can say. Like, we finally have a winner for Lithuania that is not the Roop. With all the love for the Roop, because I was actually rooting for them. But I'm very happy for Sylvester.LT and Looktel, and I can't actually wait to meet you, Chris, in a Eurovision party and dance to Looktel, because now I'm very curious to see your dance moves to Looktel. We have time to learn the choreography.
I do. I'm gonna get started straight after this.
Yay! Thank you guys for joining us in the live chat. Thank you, Chris, for joining us tonight. And stay tuned because there's more Eurovision news coming, and the season is on fire. The feeling's getting higher. We feel that we're on fire. And without further ado, have a good night, everyone, and see you soon. Bye.